Stop. Hold that thought. That old jar of coins collecting dust in your attic? Yeah, the one you swore you'd sort through one day but never did. Well, that someday just became today. Why? Because hidden in plain sight, you might have a single coin worth a jaw-dropping, brace yourself, $1.6 million. Money with wings, money with wings, money with wings, yep. We're talking about the elusive 1961 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel, a simple 5-cent coin that could be your ticket to a luxury lifestyle. Don't believe me? Stick around, because in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to reveal how to identify this rare jackpot coin hiding in your change, why collectors are paying an insane $1.6 million for it, and most importantly, how you can cash in. Trust me, you'll never look at your spare change the same way again. Could a 5-cent coin really make you a millionaire? Let's find out. Alright, let's get real for a second. This isn't just any nickel. It's a 1961 Jefferson nickel with NO mint mark, and this tiny little detail could mean the difference between just 5 cents and a life-changing payday. Here's where it gets interesting. Back in 1961, most US nickels were minted in Philadelphia, and Philly didn't always put a mint mark on its coins. So, at first glance, a 1961 nickel without a mark might seem, well, normal. But what if I told you that some of these nickels were struck using a unique die, a mistake so rare that collectors are begging to get their hands on one? This is where things get wild. Not all 1961 no-mint mark nickels are created equal. The condition, the luster, and one tiny design difference are what make it worth millions. But don't worry, I'll break it down for you step by step. Stay with me, because in just a moment, I'll reveal the exact markings you need to look for on your nickels. But first, let's talk about how one lucky person cashed in. Not too long ago, a man, just like you, was rummaging through an old box of change. Just another boring Saturday, right? Wrong. Because hidden at the bottom was a dull, ordinary-looking nickel. At first, he almost tossed it aside. But something about it caught his eye. He decided to have it inspected by a coin expert. What happened next? Game changer. That worthless nickel turned out to be a certified MS-66 grade 1961 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel, the same type that recently sold for, wait for it, $1.60 million at auction. Just imagine that for a second. Your heart pounding. The appraiser looking at you with wide eyes. Knowing that in an instant, you just went from pocket change to life-changing wealth. Now, wouldn't you love for that to be your story? Alright, I promised to show you how to spot one of these bad boys, so let's get into it. Grab your jar of coins and pay close attention. Here's what you're looking for: a date. It must be a 1961 nickel. Flip that coin and check for the date right under Jefferson's profile. If it says 1962, 1959, or any other year, sorry, you're out of luck. No mint mark. Look on the back, right to the side of Monticello, the building, near the bottom. If there's a D or S mark, that means it was minted in Denver or San Francisco. You want NO mint mark, condition and grade. This part is crucial. Your nickel needs to be in almost perfect condition. The fewer the scratches, dings, and wear, the higher the grade, and higher grade equals more cash in your pocket. Coins graded MS-66 and above are where the real money is. Don't see all three of these? Don't stress. I'll explain how to get your coin graded professionally in just a second. Feeling excited yet? If not, go check your couch cushions, because I guarantee you're thinking, wait, I might actually have one of these. Right? Admit it. Stick with me, because I'm about to reveal where to get your coins appraised for free and the best way to sell them for top dollar. Don't miss this next part, it could cost you thousands. Okay, so you've checked your coins, and you're thinking, I might have one. What's next? Verification. You need to get your coin graded by a professional. Here's how to do it. Contact a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. These companies authenticate and grade your coin, giving you an official certificate of value. You can also visit local coin shops or coin shows where appraisers will sometimes do on-site evaluations. This step is critical because a small scratch can drop a coin's value by thousands of dollars. So, handle it with care. Once you've verified your coin is the real deal, it's time to cash in. But where should you sell it? Auction houses. These are gold mines for rare coin collectors. Use auction platforms like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers to sell to high-end collectors. Online marketplaces, you can list your coin on eBay, but only if you know what you're doing. If you're unsure, stick with the pros. Direct sales, some collectors will buy your coin directly if it's a rare find, but here's a pro tip: don't rush to sell. Demand for these coins only goes up. Waiting for the right auction could net you thousands more. But here's something most people don't realize: there's another coin from the 1960s just like this one that's worth nearly as much, and you might have it in your pocket right now. But I'll save that for another video. Alright, you know the drill. Hit that like button if you're already checking your coin jar. Subscribe if you want to learn how to turn pocket change into life-changing wealth, and remember that old jar of coins? It might just be the best investment you never knew you made. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one where I'll reveal another common coin worth thousands. Don't miss it. Did you know that a small, worn-out nickel sitting in your change jar right now could be worth more than a mansion in Beverly Hills? Sounds impossible, right? Well, think again, because today, we're uncovering the shocking truth about the 1978 D-Mint Mark Monticello nickel, a coin that could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.30 million. Yes, you heard that right, one tiny coin that most people wouldn't even give a second glance could change your entire financial future. Imagine for a second, waking up tomorrow, checking your coin stash, and realizing you've been sitting on a fortune this whole time. And let's be honest, we all have that one coin jar collecting dust on the kitchen counter, but after this video, you'll never look at it the same way again. But here's the catch: you need to know exactly what to look for, or you could miss out on life-changing money. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know if you have the coin collectors are desperately hunting for right now. Alright, let's rewind for a second. Why on earth would a simple 1978 D Monticello nickel be worth $1.3 million? It's not gold. It's not silver. So, what gives? Back in 1978, the US Mint produced millions of nickels at the Denver Mint. That's what the D on the coin stands for. But like with all things human-made, mistakes happen. And every once in a while, one of those mistakes turns into a gold mine for collectors. But here's the wild part: the mistake we're talking about with this 1978 D nickel isn't something you'll spot at first glance. It's hidden in plain sight. You want to know what it is, don't you? Hold tight, because it's coming up in just a moment. But before we get to the million-dollar mistake, you need to understand something critical about rare coin values. Alright, here it is. The secret to the 1978 D nickel's $1.3 million value lies in something called die errors. Now, don't let the fancy term fool you. A die is just the tool that stamps the coin, and when something goes wrong with it, collectors go crazy. So what makes this 1978 D special? Drum roll, please. It's all about a double die error. If you see doubling on the words Monticello or 5 cents, boom, you just might be holding a $1.3 million ticket to financial freedom. Don't believe me? Just imagine finding that in your change and calling your boss like, "Yeah, I'm not coming in today, or ever again." Laugh lightly, okay, but seriously, this isn't just about luck. It's about knowing what to look for. So, if you're thinking, this all sounds great, but I don't have a microscope to see that doubling, think again. I'm about to show you how you can spot it with just your eyes. Alright, now it's time for the part you've been waiting for: how to tell if you have this million-dollar coin. Here's what you need to do today, not tomorrow, but today. Pull out every nickel you have from your drawers, jars, and even your car's cup holder. Check for the 1978 date and the D-Mint mark right under it. Look for signs of doubling. Check the words Monticello and 5 cents using a magnifying glass or even the zoom function on your smartphone camera. If you see anything suspicious, don't clean it. Yes, I know it sounds tempting, but it could lower the value. Instead, take clear photos and send them to a professional coin grader or dealer. If you skip this step, you could be walking right past the biggest opportunity of your life. And here's the kicker: only a handful of these coins are known to exist. So, if you have one, you're holding onto something that's rarer than a winning lottery ticket. But wait, what if I told you there's another way to boost your odds of finding one? Stick around, because I've got a pro tip at the very end that you do not want to miss. Alright, before you go raid your coin jar, here's my pro tip. It's simple but powerful. Look for coin rolls from banks and local flea markets. Most people have no idea what's inside, and it's where pros find their biggest scores. Look, I know you're thinking, what are the chances I'll find one? But let me remind you, someone is going to discover the next 1978D double die nickel. Why not you? So here's your next move: hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We're dropping more coin secrets every week that could change your financial future. And if you find one of these nickels, drop it in the comments below, because I want to hear your success story. What if I told you that a small, ordinary-looking nickel hiding in your pocket change could be worth more than your house, more than your dream car, more than a lifetime of paychecks combined? No, this isn't one of those get-rich-quick schemes, and I'm not about to tell you to dig through your couch cushions, but after this video, you just might. There's a very specific coin, a 1987 P Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel, and one version of this coin recently fetched a mind-blowing $1.50 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right. A single, tiny nickel turned its owner into a millionaire. But before you go rushing off to check your old coin stash, there's something you need to know. Because not every 1987 nickel is special. In fact, if you don't know exactly what to look for, you could accidentally spend a fortune on a soda. So, why is this coin so valuable? Why does this nickel stand out from the millions of others just like it? The answer lies in two things: rarity and a microscopic flaw that only trained eyes know to spot. You see, the 1987 P Monticello Jefferson nickel was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Millions were made. Most of them? Ordinary. But here's the twist: a tiny number of them were struck with an error so rare that collectors now pay life-changing money to own one. Here's where it gets really interesting. Some of these coins have a unique double die error, meaning the design was imprinted twice on the coin, slightly misaligned. This tiny flaw, which you might miss if you blink, is the very reason why one of these nickels sold for a jaw-dropping $1.5 million. Imagine tossing away a fortune because you didn't notice a blurry S or P on a nickel. You'd never forgive yourself. But you don't have to imagine, because it's happened to people before. Some folks unknowingly used these valuable coins at grocery stores, laundromats, or vending machines, never realizing they had $1 million coin in their pocket. Right now, you might be thinking, how do I know if my nickel is the lucky one? Don't worry, I'll show you exactly how to identify one in just a second, and trust me, you'll want to pay attention. Alright, now it's time for the part you've been waiting for: how to know if your nickel is the next big jackpot. The P Mint mark is located on the right side of Jefferson's bust, near the edge. If you see a D or no mark at all, sorry, you're out of luck. But if you spot that P, you're still in the game. This is where it gets tricky. Look at the words Monticello and 5 cents. If you see any doubling, or if the letters look slightly blurry, congratulations, you might have a winner. Ed, before you run to eBay, stop. You need to have your coin authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. If you skip this step, you're leaving thousands or millions of dollars on the table. And if you're thinking, I don't have time for that, well, I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to cry when you find out you sold a $1.5 million nickel for 5 cents. Listen closely, because this part is crucial. Go check your drawers, jars, and coin collections now. Pull out every 1987 nickel you can find and examine it like your life depends on it, because, in some ways, it just might. If you spot that P Mint mark and see signs of a double die, don't hesitate. Get it authenticated, and if it's the real deal, you could be looking at an auction payout that changes your life. Now that you know the truth about the 1987 P Mint Mark Monticello nickel, you have a choice to make: ignore this video, and risk letting $1 million coin slip through your hands. Or act on what you've learned and take control of your financial future. If you want more expert tips on how to spot rare, life-changing coins like this one, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. I'm going to show you even more ordinary coins that could be worth millions. What if I told you that the tiny, ordinary-looking coin in your pocket right now could be worth more than a luxury sports car, or even a mansion? Sounds crazy, right? Well, you might want to double-check that coin jar, because one particular 1998 D Monticello Thomas Jefferson nickel recently sold for a jaw-dropping $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1.4 million. But here's the thing, most people wouldn't recognize it even if it was staring them right in the face. And if you've ever tossed a handful of coins into a machine, given it away as change, or, heaven forbid, lost a coin under your car seat, you might want to sit tight. You could have let a fortune slip right through your fingers. Quick question, when was the last time you actually looked at a nickel? Exactly. Don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to make sure you're not one of the unlucky ones giving away a small fortune for a pack of gum. Because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 3 key secrets to identifying the 1998 D Monticello nickel, the one unique flaw that makes it a millionaire's treasure, and most importantly, how you can sell it for top dollar. And trust me, you're going to want to stay until the end, because the final tip is the one detail 99% of people miss, and it's the difference between cashing in or cashing out. Let's get into it. Alright, so here's the backstory. Most people think all nickels are basically the same, worth 5 cents, end of story. But not this one. The 1998 D Monticello nickel is special, not because of its age or some historical event, but because of an ultra-rare minting error. Now, quick pop quiz, do you know what a minting error is? Drop your guess in the comments right now. If you said a mistake made while producing a coin, you're absolutely right. And as odd as it sounds, mistakes like these are what coin collectors dream about. Here's the first thing you need to check for. Look at the front of the nickel, on the lower right side, just under the year. You should see a tiny letter D. That D stands for Denver Mint, where it was produced. Seems simple, right? But here's the twist, not all 1998 D nickels are valuable. Most are worth, well, exactly 5 cents. So how do you tell if you have the $1 million version? Well, you have to check for what's called a full steps designation. Take a close look at the back of the coin, specifically the steps of the Monticello. On the rarest versions, these steps are sharp, clear, and uninterrupted. No smudges, no wear, no breaks. If those steps are flawless, you might be looking at a big payday. Why? Because most nickels are mass-produced so quickly that the details on the steps get blurred. But if you find one with full steps, it's like hitting the coin-collecting jackpot. So, if you're squinting at your coin right now like it's a detective mystery, you're on the right track. But don't get too comfortable yet, we're only halfway there. Alright, so you found a 1998 D nickel. It has the D mint mark. The Monticello steps look sharp and clean. Congratulations! You've already checked 2 of the most important boxes. But here's where it gets serious. The third, and perhaps most important, detail is condition. Coin collectors and grading services like PCGS use a system called the Sheldon Grading Scale, which rates coins from 1 to 70. To get that $1 million payday, your coin needs to score as close to 70 as possible. Even if your nickel has the D mint mark and the full steps, if it's scratched, dirty, or worn down, it won't get that premium valuation. So no, do not clean your coins with soap, water, or, heaven forbid, vinegar. That's like washing a Picasso with Windex. Chuckles, if you think you have a winner, send it to a professional coin grading service. They'll authenticate and grade it, which could be the difference between selling it for $100 or $1,400,000. Alright, you now know the 3 secrets to spotting the 1998 D Monticello $1 million nickel, the D mint mark, the sharp full steps, and pristine, top-tier condition. But here's the kicker, this coin isn't one of a kind. There are others like it still out there, in jars, in drawers, in glove compartments. You might be sitting on a fortune right now and not even know it. In fact, in 2021, one of these coins sold at auction for over $1.4 million. And guess what? There's absolutely nothing stopping you from being next. So, do me a favor, when this video ends, grab your coin jar, your wallet, even the seat cushions on your couch. Check every nickel you have. Because every day that passes, someone else is cashing in on their hidden treasures. The only question is, will you? If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more tips on how to turn pocket change into financial freedom. And drop a comment below if you find any 1998 D nickels. I want to know about it. Your story could be the next one I feature. What if I told you that a coin sitting in your pocket right now could be worth more than your car, your house, or even your entire retirement fund? Sounds crazy, right? Well, brace yourself, because today we're diving into the shocking truth behind the 2006 Mint Mark Monticello nickel that collectors are willing to pay up to $1 million for. Yes, you heard that right, $1 million. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Here we go, another too good to be true story. But stick with me because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to check if you have one of these rare coins hiding in plain sight. And believe me, you do not want to miss this. Imagine finding one of these coins at the bottom of your junk drawer, in your glove compartment, or mixed in with your spare change. One lucky discovery could be the ticket to a dream vacation, a new car, or even early retirement. Alright, so now you're probably thinking, what makes this little 5-cent coin so special? Well, buckle up because this is where things get interesting. In 2006, the US Mint released a batch of nickels featuring the iconic Monticello design along with the face of President Thomas Jefferson. But something unexpected happened. A small number of these coins were minted with a critical, rare, and now highly valuable flaw. Now, if you're anything like me, you're probably squinting at every coin you own right now like it's a pirate's treasure map, hoping to spot a secret X marking the spot. No shame in that. I'd do it too. Grinning squinting face, quick laugh sound effect, grinning squinting face. Here's the scary part, most people have no idea that they're walking around with a potential goldmine in their pocket. These coins are so subtle that even seasoned collectors sometimes miss them. So, if you've ever spent or traded a nickel without checking it first, you might want to grab a flashlight and start looking. Description of what makes it valuable: error type, minting mistake, unique strike, etc. So what's the big deal? It's all about the error. Coins with minting errors are like factory mistakes, and collectors absolutely love factory mistakes. The rarer the error, the more they'll pay. Here's the thing, the value of these coins isn't just high, it's going up. Collectors are fighting to get their hands on them, and auction prices are skyrocketing. If you don't check your coins now, you could miss out on a life-changing payday. Coming up in just a minute, I'm going to show you exactly how to spot one of these $1 million nickels in your own collection. Plus, I'll reveal a simple test you can do at home with no fancy equipment. Alright, here's where things get real. I'm about to teach you the 3 key signs that you have a valuable 2006 Mint Mark Monticello nickel. Check the mint mark, look for the P on the front of the coin next to Jefferson's portrait, examine for flaws, search for double strikes, cracks, or off-center minting errors, look for the condition, coins in pristine, uncirculated condition fetch the highest prices. Here's your action plan. After this video, go grab every coin jar, every drawer of loose change, every old coin stash you can find. Look for the 2006 Mint Mark Monticello nickel, and follow the 3-step checklist I just showed you. And before you ask, no, you don't need to be a coin expert or have a fancy magnifying glass to do this. Just your eyes, your hands, and maybe a little patience. Imagine this. You're sitting at home, casually flipping through your coins, and there it is. That little P mark. Your heart starts racing. You check it against the checklist, and suddenly it hits you, you're holding a coin that could be worth more than your car. In that moment, you realize, this is real. And this isn't just a story. This exact thing happened to a collector in Florida who found one of these nickels and sold it at auction for over $1 million. One lucky find changed his life forever. Don't wait. These opportunities don't last forever. More people are learning about these coins every day, and once collectors get their hands on them, they're gone for good. And here's the wild part, there's another type of rare nickel worth even more than this one. But that's a story for another day. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. Before you go, comment below, have you checked your coin collection yet? If you find one, I want to hear your story. Drop a comment, and I'll be here to help you figure out if it's the real deal.